Hello, welcome to the channel. Another month has started and I'm counting on you to reach 1,000 subscribers this month. Alejandro Garnacho is right to continue channeling Cristiano Ronaldo. His ceiling is almost as high as the Man United legend. The Argentine striker is determined to follow the example of the Portuguese icon, despite pressure from those in his homeland. He is a very fast player and has incredible skills, Angel Di Maria told Argentine newspaper O, when asked to assess the potential of his new international teammate Alejandro Garnacho. He has a very big future. It's up to him, his head, to be able to deal with it. There's a reason he plays for Manchester United. Garnacho made his debut for Argentina at the age of 18 in June and is now being tipped for a leading role in the squad ahead of the Copa America and World Cup defenses. But Di Maria's glowing support came with a caveat. The only thing I wouldn't do is celebrate like Cristiano Ronaldo, added the former Real Madrid and Paris Saint-Germain star. I would score the goal and do it like Lionel Messi does. I will continue with that. Just days after that interview was published, Garnacho appeared to copy one of Ronaldo's most famous celebrations, when the Portuguese star sat on advertising boards after scoring for Real against Atletico Madrid in the 2017 Champions League semi-finals. Garnacho's second goal against West Ham on Sunday pales in comparison, but it felt like a big statement from the teenager, even if it wasn't a direct response to Di Maria. Garnacho was United's standout player in the 3-0 victory, which reignited their hopes of finishing in the top four in the Premier League, but that is just the beginning. Ronaldo is one of the greatest players to ever grace the hallowed turf of Old Trafford, and Garnacho appears determined to tread the same path, a mentality that should be encouraged by everyone in his orbit. Living up to the young Cristiano billing. The 2023-24 season has been miserable for United, who still have little to celebrate despite winning 4 of their last 5 games in all competitions. Erik ten Hag's men are 8 points adrift of the Champions League qualifying places and only have the FA Cup to play for in terms of titles, with Manchester City, Liverpool and Arsenal currently well ahead of the Red Devils in the football pecking order. English. United have also been generally grim to watch, with a lack of quality and commitment across the pitch very visible, but Garnacho has been the only real ray of light. In 27 appearances to date, the talented teenager has recorded 9 goal contributions, including 2 more goals in the thrilling comeback win over Aston Villa on Boxing Day. This was Garnacho's 13th consecutive appearance for United. Cristiano Ronaldo only reached 8 consecutive years when he turned 20. The Argentine international is so far more than up to the role of young Cristiano that Paul Scholes gave him in October 2022. Back then, Ronaldo was on hand to mentor Garnacho, who clearly absorbed all the wisdom he could from the 5-time Ballon d'Or winner before his acrimonious departure the following month. Garnacho is as fearless, direct and skillful as Ronaldo was in his early days at Old Trafford, with United already expecting him to make a difference despite his young age. Garnacho also now plays in Ronaldo's position, having been moved from left back to right wing for the first time on that fateful night against Villa. United looked forceful in attack before Ten Hag made that change, with Brazilian flop Antony once again failing to live up to expectations, but a balance was eventually reached with Garnacho, Marcus Rashford and Rasmus Højlund forming the front three. According to Sky Sports, no player has attempted more counterattacks than Garnacho in the Premier League since that game, 24. And he has completed 12 of them, which is the 3rd best record. The fact that he is also 9th in chances further highlighted that he is now one of the most effective wingers in the division. Højlund broke Villa hearts with a dramatic late winner, which was the Danish striker's first Premier League goal since his £73 million, $92 million, summer move from Atlanta, and he is finally starting to prove that it was worth the huge investment. The 21-year-old has now scored in 4 consecutive games, including the crucial opener against West Ham, and signs suggest he and Garnacho could form a special partnership. A month ago there was a lot of talk about us, Højlund and Garnacho, not scoring enough goals, but we are young and growing every day, Hodgland told reporters over the weekend. You can see the connection and between us. You have to make your own name. Garnacho could very well become a player that will define his generation, but he has probably already set the bar too high when it comes to scoring the best goal of his career. Everton were the unlucky opponents in November when Garnacho scored a remarkable header from the other side of the box, which brought back fond memories of a similar effort by Wayne Rooney against Manchester City in 2011. Comparisons were also inevitably made to Ronaldo's incredible bicycle kick for Real Madrid against Juventus in 2018, and that effort certainly seemed to be what first came to Garnacho's mind as he stepped away to perform the "so" celebration, trademark recorded from your idol. He made the same move a few days later when scoring in the Champions League against Galatasaray, opening himself to criticism in the process. "What I don't understand is why he celebrates like Cristiano," said former Barcelona and Chile midfielder Arturo Vidal on Twitch. "He has to make a name for himself." And after being called up to Argentina's international camp in December, Garnacho learned the harsh reality of siding with Ronaldo over Messi in the eternal GOAT battle. "We joked about it with him. He's very shy and doesn't respond," Leandro Paredes told D-Sports. "Poor guy, we drove him crazy. He was very nervous and couldn't speak. He always followed him, Ronaldo, a lot, and he plays very similar. But when he comes to the national team, he has to change a little." The good thing for United is that Garnacho refuses to change anything about his approach to improving at club level. Messi always maximized his magical God-given talents, but Ronaldo stayed on his path through sheer will and strength of character. Even now, at the age of 39, the Al Nassr striker is still the first to train and the last to leave. There's no reason why Garnacho can't follow Ronaldo's proven blueprint for success and still make a name for himself. Room for improvement. There's still a long way to go before he's like Cristiano, but he's following in his footsteps, said Bruno Fernandes after witnessing Garnacho's wonder goal at Goodison Park. "He wants to be something special in the world of football, and I think he has the capacity to do that." Fernandes is absolutely right, but for Garnacho to get anywhere near Ronaldo's level, he needs to learn to behave well. While it is unfair to expect a 19-year-old to be an impeccable professional, there have been times when his lack of maturity has sparked controversy. Garnacho took the penalty before Copenhagen's Jordan Larsson missed the chance to equalize against Manchester United with a last-minute penalty in the Champions League group stage. Incredibly, the teenager repeated the trick when the two teams met again in Denmark, and although Diogo Goncalves still managed to convert and Copenhagen claimed a 4-3 victory, his actions left a bitter aftertaste. "It's the second time. For me he's a clown," Copenhagen defender Dennis Vavro told Bold.dk. "He has the mentality of a child when he tries something like this again." An innocent but ill-advised tweet in support of goalkeeper Andre Onana at the start of the season has also put Garnacho in the spotlight for all the wrong reasons, and he will need to think more about everything he says and does, on and off the pitch. As much as Fernandes is a huge admirer of Garnacho, he also sometimes feels frustrated by his young teammates' decision-making, most recently in United's 4-2 FA Cup fourth-round victory over Newport County. When Ten Hag's team was leading 2-0, Garnacho chose to shoot from a tight angle instead of passing the ball to the Portuguese international or Hodgland, both in better positions. Newport then staged an unlikely comeback, and Fernandes took aim at Garnacho after United were forced to claim victory the hard way. "We had chances to make it 3-0, but when you make it 2-0 in this type of game, everyone wants to score and sometimes we don't make the best decision for the team," he said.